Brutal, brutal. Day one, and I'm already forgetting stuff. So I'm supposed to supposedly be recording stuff. This device needs to get a download to get shipped out. Waiting for the VAR or the TPN to be built. So have to pause on that. This device needs to go out. So heading to UPS right now. You would have loved to see me box this thing up. Man, I am pretty on point with packaging tape. So if this all goes to hell, I know I can get hired in an instant. Application, typically I do them on the computer. Wanted to bring a backup. So UPS, then we're going to go see a client to sign them up. Other than that, I had a 9 o'clock call. That is no app right now. Waiting on an EIN number. Yeah, so that's kind of catching you up in 60 seconds. Hopefully, I don't forget to keep filming stuff. We shall see. As I'm walking out of UPS, I just got reminded this building above the UPS, all those units, and then this one. Not sure which one is going to be a good fit, if either of them are going to be a good fit, but currently looking at those offices, hopefully to land something here before the new year's up. So we'll see. All right, so I probably shouldn't be admitting this right now, but just one of those days. I had a terrible night's sleep, so, while I was driving, I was kind of doing one of these. Yeah, got to shake it off, slap the face, get outside, get a little cool breeze on me. It's a nice balmy 37 degrees out in New England. And then, while we wake up, I get a little snack for myself. So I got the sour pink today. Dude, this was a treat back in summer. Hopefully it still hits the same as we're heading into the winter months. The go-to is always going to be sour watermelon. So we're going to stack our sour pink lemonade with some citrus right now. Get a little quick snack. Go get this deal signed. All right, so just finished up that application. Now, one thing that I typically am going to do, and even if I say it, sometimes people forget, but which is what happened here. So essentially, when I go to a meeting, it's, hey, just want to know, could you just have articles of incorporation ready? EIN number, that stuff. Could you also have a copy of a driver's license ready and a voided check or a bank letter? So I always am just making sure they have that available. In this case, even though I said it, a voided check was missing, so they're just going to shoot me that text message after. But definitely that is something, especially if you're brand new, just get in the habit of making sure they have these types of documents ready just to make the process much more smooth. Also, it's ensuring that they know why you're coming, right? You guys are coming to do paperwork. You guys are coming to switch out that processing account. So we want everybody on the same page, right? So it checks them to make sure that they know this is exactly what we're doing ahead of time. So, if you say it and they're like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Well, now maybe there's an objection there that you didn't really uncover, or, obviously if they say yes, you have the go ahead. So keep that in the back of your mind every time you're doing a deal. If it's in person, definitely make sure before you get there, they know they need these documents ready to make this transition, to make this document process much more smoother. Probably not the best day to start this whole process since it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is football day with Mark. So what I'm going to do, wrap up finishing up with him. But I'll try to get some recording done when I get back, just about like where to even start and where to even begin, which is what I'm sure many of you are more interested in. So we'll go through that, get you guys up to date, up to speed, so that way you can just go out tomorrow And you can just start the process without trying to figure out and learn all the steps. Just learn a little bit every day. Go out, learn a little bit more. You don't have to know everything right away. So we'll get into that. This arm. All right, so yeah, buddy, I'll get it. So I got my son here, but we're just gonna go through a quick scenario here, a quick rundown. Just essentially, you just want to get out and you just want to start talking to people about what you're doing, right? So the faster we get out there, the faster that you guys are gonna have success. Now, you guys may be doing a variety of different things. You might be doing cold outreach, whether it's email, maybe you're doing cold phone calls, maybe you're doing in person. As I first started, a lot of what I knew as basics was the in-person route. So you guys go about doing this however you want, whatever makes you comfortable, whatever is the most easy, I guess. I'll tell you, in person is probably not the easiest. However, I find that, especially with small, the small market, the small and mom and pop stuff, I find that it's definitely, I think, the best, especially when you're first starting. It's the easiest way to learn, because not only are you in person, but you're actually being able to see and canvas what equipment they currently have, which the more that you see these types of devices, the faster you're gonna pick up on the industry. So if you can get out in person, I highly recommend it. If you can't, no worries. What we're gonna do here, easy thing, easy way to start when you're going out, right? You knock on a door, you go to the front, maybe it's an owner, maybe it's a manager, obviously you don't know. The one thing I always do is just ask, hey, is there a manager or an owner available? They say yes. They say no, right? No, oh, perfect. Hey, when are they typically free? Thursdays at 2 p.m. All right, so now you know Dan's Pizza Shop, you gotta go back on Thursday at 2 to hopefully run into them. If they are available, awesome. We simply want to be very open. Nothing that I do is like a hard pitch, a hard sale. I typically will lead with, hey, Dan, we work with other businesses in the area, and then you can even name your company. My name is Mark with XYZ. Have you heard of us? No. Or if he says yes, awesome. Oh, cool. What things have you heard about? If he says no, which is what we're assuming he's going to say, that's when you would just say, hey, listen, no worries. Guess I'm not as popular as I thought, right? You can be funny, whatever. Hey, listen, no worries. Reason I'm calling is, boom, and you get into it, right? You get into your pitch, whatever that pitch is going to be. Maybe it's, hey, the reason I'm calling is we work with XYZ in the area. We were able to save him X amount of money on their processing fees, whatever. Or you could say, hey, the reason I'm calling is, a lot of our clients have been talking to us about how with their old processor, their fees were always different. However you want to say it. I think that is a good way. Obviously, they get these calls all the time. So another thing that I would recommend at least talking about and making aware is that awareness. It's like, look, I'm with XYZ processing company. I'm just working with whoever down the street. I know you guys get these calls all the time. Simply just wanted to see if you had maybe 5 minutes at another date where we could sit down and possibly talk about that and how it might benefit to work with a local company. So you don't need the appointment right then. If this guy's busy, dude, you don't need it right then. Obviously, if he's giving you time, awesome. But you know that you're interrupting them. You know that you're gonna need a little bit of time with them. So instead of trying to speak to them now, get a statement or whatever, you can say, hey, listen, I know I might be interrupting you now, so if now's a bad time, would you have 5 minutes tomorrow where we could just sit down and discuss that part of your business? So I would keep it pretty simple like that. There's so much to talk about when it comes to this topic, but I want to keep it super high level for you guys right now just so you can get out there and you can start talking to people. You're gonna see that there will be specific footage, specific videos for this alone, and we're gonna go through a lot of different situations. But for now, just get that core basics of, hey, Dan, listen, I work with some other businesses in the area. My name is Mark. I'm with XYZ Payments. Have you heard of us? No. Totally understand, man. Not that popular as I once thought. The reason I'm reaching out is we were actually able to assist whoever with $300 a month in savings, or hey, we're able to eliminate our customers' processing fees. I'm not sure if that's something that you've explored. Look, I get that you guys get these calls all the time. Maybe you have 5 minutes tomorrow. I know I'm probably interrupting you now. Would love to discuss what that option looks like and if it may be a benefit to work with a local company. Boom. You're gonna get yes or no right away. Again, a lot of these things are more transactional, so the sales cycle is very short in these scenarios. So we're not really looking to, if the guy says no, he's not interested, it's fine, right? There's a lot more people we can talk to, but you can always go back to this person as well, because you never know what their situation is gonna be like in 3 months. So take that for what it's worth. Run with it, play with it, make it your own. And again, be on the lookout. We'll have another video specifically for this where I can go at length with different things that you guys can be going about and talking to, and just some objections or rebuttal handling as well. So if day one was helpful, if you liked it, if it was insightful, obviously you're gonna get a lot more here with this stuff, but definitely shoot me a thumbs up. Shoot me a comment, hit that subscribe button. Would love to hear your feedback. Would love to hear your growth. So definitely follow along, because we're just getting started, man. Day one, it's a wrap.